This is Jacob Kinman. Have you ever killed a turkey before?
No, I have not.
Do you want to?
Yes.
How old are you?
14.
14. I was 14 88 years ago. I vaguely remember it. And it really is a time of year when I get excited and start thinking about hunting and stuff. So have you been with anybody when they were turkey hunting?
Once a long time ago.
Okay.
Really long time ago.
All right, well, the most important thing when you're turkey hunting, one thing that this turkey can do better than us is see. It's phenomenal. Every critter in the woods wants to eat that. A coyote wants to eat it. A bobcat wants to eat it. Even big birds of prey want to eat it. Everything wants to eat a turkey, including me and you. But that turkey is always looking for predators. His eyes are super sharp. Sometimes when I first started hunting, I would be sitting up against a tree and just the tiniest movement. Say you got a bug on your face and you want to reach up and do that, done, it's over. Bird's gone and he won't come back. Now, that being said, camouflage is very important. Our face needs to be covered, our hands need to be covered, we need to be completely camouflaged. Movement is at an absolute minimum. Obviously, you can't take a turkey without a gun. Absolutely have to pattern your gun to know how it's shooting at X amount of distance. When you shoot at a turkey, if you shoot in this area, you're probably not gonna do that much damage. His feathers are gonna protect him. Your ideal spot is right where this target says. At the base of this neck is where I want you to take the bead of that rifle and aim if it's front ways to you. If you aim here, guess what's gonna happen? Your pattern's gonna be up here. If you aim here, your pattern's gonna be right here. So think about this. Think about if you aim here, just move everything up and your pattern's gonna fall up here. You do not want that. You wanna break those spinal areas. You wanna get them in the brain. And if you concentrate right here, always put your bead right there. That makes that spread just perfectly. Safety on, base of his neck, dead center. Deep breath, let it half out. Squeeze that shot off. It should be a surprise when the gun goes off. Oh. All right, now, we're gonna take a look at this right here. If you'd have done that the day we're hunting, that bird might not have had a head. That is a perfect, I mean a perfect shot. I like everything about that pattern right there. Did that feel good to you?
Yep.
Squeezing shot off?
Yep.
Did you do it just like I told you?
Yep.
Wow. You ready to go?
Sure.
All right, our first day with Jacob, he can only hunt after school. We only have 2 days, so our options are limited.
We got a beautiful green pasture over here. We want to be in that field, but there's turkeys already there. You follow me. Okay, let's give it a minute. Let's see who we see.
Just because you see them and know they're there, doesn't mean it's gonna happen. So we try to figure out what to do with these birds.
It looks like there's two to me.
Those are toms.
Yeah, there's two of them back there.
And they're not reacting to calls, and they see those hens and they're not going to those hens.
Long story short, they weren't coming to the call, they weren't making any noise, so what my thought was, let's call some hens in, if we can, and maybe they'll drag one with them. Now here's something that's always fun to see, is you see a bird that's definitely the dominant bird, and the other guy gets too close to him, he's absolutely gonna take this situation in hand and run the other guy off. So I started working the hens and the hens started coming. Jacob, he is able to sit still for long periods of time, fairly able to sit still for long periods of time. That's tough on anybody. And sometimes you have to sit for long periods of time. Here's one of the frustrating things about turkey hunting. The hens come in, they bring a tom with them, and they've been following him all over the field. Finally, at some point, he sees that they're not interested in him, and just at the last minute, when he was about 40 yards out, he decided he'd had enough of the hens, and he takes off and just walks away. All he had to do was pop his head up and come in a little bit closer, and we'd have got that bird. but he'd had all of these 3 hens he could take. But we did get some fantastic footage. So at the end of the first day, we did a slow sneak to go down into the field and see if we could head off some of these birds going to roost. When all else fails, if the birds aren't coming to the call, you can essentially what we call deer hunt them. Get on a high traffic area, sit down on the edge of the woods, get still, get quiet, and hopefully they'll walk right in front of you. This did not happen on this particular day.
So let me tell you about turkey hunting. There are times that I have been out turkey hunting for 13, 14 hours. Does that sound like fun?
No.
No, let me ask you this. How long do you think you'd like to sit before you get up and move?
I don't know. That's the one thing I've never been good at, is sitting still.
Sounds like somebody else I know.
These birds were not cooperating, so we decided to come back another day. Day 2, just the opposite of day 1. Not a single bird anywhere to be found. But if the birds aren't there, it's not going to happen.
You gonna go out with your grandpa, maybe?
Yeah, probably. With the little time that we have left.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think you're ready to go. I'd give you 2 thumbs up if I could. I'd give you 1 big thumbs up. I think you're gonna do fine.
Thank you.
Well, we put in our 2 afternoons, and now it's in Grandpa's hands. I think he can probably get it done.